Hello there, fellow car lovers. Today we're going to talk about a very special machine, a car that truly gets my heart racing every time I see one. I'm talking about the magnificent Mercedes-Benz SLR McLaren. This isn't just any car, it's a piece of automotive history, a grand tourer with the soul of a Formula One race car. When you first lay eyes on it, you know you're looking at something extraordinary. It has a presence that few cars can match, a blend of aggressive styling and elegant lines that tells you it's built for serious speed, but also for covering long distances in incredible comfort and style. It's a car that makes a statement without saying a word. So what exactly is this beast? The SLR McLaren is what we call a supercar, or more accurately, a Super GT. The SLR stands for Sport Leicht Rennsport, which is German for Sport Light Racing. This name is a tribute to the legendary Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR race car from 1955, a car that dominated the racing world. This modern version was a joint project between two giants of the automotive industry, Mercedes-Benz, known for its luxury and engineering, and McLaren Automotive, famous for its incredible success in Formula One racing. Together, they set out to create a road car that would capture the spirit of a top-tier race car. The idea was to build a vehicle that offered the best of both worlds. Mercedes wanted a flagship Grand Tourer, a car that would be the pinnacle of their brand, showcasing their incredible engineering prowess and luxurious appointments. McLaren, on the other hand, brought their racing expertise to the table. They knew how to make things go fast, how to use lightweight materials like carbon fiber, and how to engineer a car that handles like it's on rails. The result was a front-engine, rear-wheel drive masterpiece that was unlike anything else on the road. It was a perfect marriage of German precision and British racing pedigree. When the SLR McLaren finally hit the streets in 2003, the automotive world stood still and took notice. It was a car that looked like it had driven straight out of the future, with its long hood, side-exit exhaust pipes, and iconic gull-wing doors that opened upwards. These weren't just for show, they were a nod to the classic Mercedes sports cars of the past. The SLR was more than just a car, it was a rolling sculpture, a demonstration of what was possible when two of the greatest names in the business decided to collaborate. It was powerful, it was beautiful, and it immediately became an icon of its era. Let's get under the skin of this legend and talk about what makes it tick. The first thing you notice is that incredibly long hood. It's not just for looks, it's there to house one of the most amazing engines ever put into a production car. Tucked away under that carbon fiber hood is a hand-built 5.4-liter supercharged V8 engine. Each one of these power plants was assembled by a single technician at Mercedes' AMG Performance division, and they even signed a plaque on the engine to prove it. This magnificent V8 engine roars to life with a sound that is pure, raw, and absolutely unforgettable. It's a deep, guttural growl that sends shivers down your spine. This engine isn't just about making noise though, it produces a staggering 617 horsepower and a massive amount of torque. All that power means this car is incredibly fast, even by today's standards. It can rocket from 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 3.8 seconds, which is blisteringly quick. Keep your foot on the gas, and it will keep pulling all the way to a top speed of over 200 miles per hour. This was a car that could compete with the fastest supercars in the world. Yet it was also comfortable enough that you could drive it across the country if you wanted to. It was a true iron fist in a velvet glove. One of the most unique features of the SLR is its carbon fiber construction. The entire main body and chassis are made from carbon fiber reinforced plastic. Back in the early 2000s, this was groundbreaking technology for a road car. McLaren used their extensive experience from Formula One to build a car that was both incredibly strong and relatively lightweight. This strong foundation made the car very safe, but it also contributed to its amazing handling and performance. It felt solid and planted on the road, giving the driver immense confidence to use all that power. The use of this exotic material really set the SLR apart from its competitors. And you can't talk about the SLR without mentioning its active aerodynamics, especially the air brake. At high speeds, when you hit the brakes hard, a spoiler on the rear of the car pops up to an aggressive angle. This acts like a parachute, catching the air to help slow the car down much faster. It also pushes the rear of the car down onto the road, giving it more stability during heavy braking. It's a feature taken directly from racing and was incredibly advanced for its time. It looks amazing in action and is a perfect example of how the SLR blended high-tech performance with a dramatic sense of style. The story of the SLR McLaren begins with a very successful partnership in the world of Formula One. In the mid-1990s, Mercedes-Benz returned to F1 as an engine supplier for the McLaren team. This collaboration quickly became one of the most dominant forces in the sport, winning multiple championships with drivers like Mika Häkkinen. The bond between the German automaker and the British racing team was incredibly strong. They trusted each other, they pushed each other to be better, and they shared a common goal of being the absolute best in the world. This successful track record laid the foundation for an even more ambitious project. Fueled by their racing success, the two companies decided to create a road car together. They wanted to build something that would bring the technology and spirit of their Formula One cars to the public. The project was codenamed Project 7, and the goal was to create a modern interpretation of the classic Mercedes 300 SLR. This wasn't going to be a stripped-out race car, but a true grand tourer that combined McLaren's performance know-how with Mercedes' commitment to quality, luxury, and everyday usability. It was a challenge that both companies were excited to take on, a chance to create a new legend. The development process was long and complex, as you can imagine when two engineering powerhouses come together. McLaren was responsible for the carbon fiber monocoque chassis, the bodywork, and the final assembly, which took place at their state-of-the-art facility in Woking, England. Mercedes-Benz, through its AMG division, focused on developing the powerful supercharged V8 engine and the robust 5-speed automatic transmission. They wanted an engine with immense power, but also one that was reliable and smooth enough for daily driving. It was a true team effort, with engineers from both sides working closely to integrate all the components perfectly. The partnership, while ultimately successful in creating an iconic car, was not without its challenges. There were reports of different philosophies clashing. Mercedes, with its focus on comfort and luxury, sometimes had different priorities than McLaren, which was obsessed with pure performance and lightweight design. These creative tensions, however, are often what lead to greatness. The final product, the SLR McLaren, was a brilliant compromise. It was a car that was more comfortable than a pure McLaren supercar, but far more raw and exciting than a typical Mercedes-Benz Grand Tourer. It was a unique hybrid, a car that could only have been born from this specific partnership. So why do people, including myself, consider the SLR McLaren a true supercar legend? It comes down to its unique character. It's a car that defies simple categorization. It's not a nimble mid-engine supercar like a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. Instead, it's a front-engine monster with a personality all its own. The long hood, the side pipes that bark and crackle right below your ears, and the sheer force of its acceleration create an experience that is completely intoxicating. Driving an SLR is a dramatic event. It's a car that feels special every single time you get behind the wheel, whether you're just cruising down the boulevard or opening it up on a long, empty road. The SLR McLaren is also famous because it represents a specific moment in time. It was born in an era of automotive excess, a time before hybridization and downsizing became the norm. It's a celebration of the glorious supercharged V8 engine, a type of power plant that is becoming increasingly rare today. For many collectors and enthusiasts, the SLR is one of the last great analog supercars. It has modern safety features, but the driving experience is unfiltered and demands your full attention. It's a car that connects you directly to the road and the engine, creating a bond that many newer, more computerized cars just can't replicate. The car's importance in history is also cemented by its rarity and the different versions that were created. Over its production run, several special editions were released, like the more powerful 722 edition, a roadster version for open-top driving, and the extreme, roofless Sterling Moss edition, which was a final tribute to the great racer. These different models have made the SLR highly desirable among collectors. Owning an SLR isn't just about owning a fast car, it's about owning a piece of the shared history between Mercedes-Benz and McLaren, two of the most respected names in the automotive world. It's a true collector's item. In the end, the SLR McLaren is more than just a collection of parts, it's a legend because of the feeling it evokes. It's a testament to a time when two giants came together to build something truly unforgettable. It blended heritage with cutting-edge technology and luxury with raw power in a way that had never been done before. It stands as a landmark car, a high-water mark for the front-engine Grand Tourer, and a machine that will continue to excite and inspire car enthusiasts for generations to come. It's a modern classic in every sense of the word, and it has certainly earned its place in the supercar Hall of Fame.